Hang on. It disconnected me. I don't know why. It should be back though. Give it a minute. All right. Hang on for those on Kick side. There we go. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. It's back up. I am still with Legit Podcast. Legit Podcast has got a lot of stuff going on. So please, guys, go over to legitpodcast.com. Check out all the stuff they have. They don't just have paranormal stuff, they have a whole bunch of stuff. I know King Michael does a lot of football stuff and um, a lot of political view stuff. So if you want to watch that, please head on over to legitpodcast.com and check it out. And I'm sorry, I have to have my heating pad on my back. I have to go back to work here in a few hours, so I am medicating my back. I'm heating up my back. But for those that are in the chats that are watching, please say hello. We are going to have the Girl Scout murders coming up in season 4. We're going to have Nancy Thames hopefully come in season 4. We're also going to have some paranormal teams, the Ghost Hunt, the Ghostbusters team that we saw in the Arkansas Paranormal Expo. They're going to be on. I'm also going to have my fam away from fam paranormal peeps, the Amok crew. I'm going to have them on my show. They just don't know it yet. But we are going to have a wonderful season coming up, and hopefully I will be able to get a different job by then and be able to be here on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central. If not, I'm going to have to find a new date. But please stay tuned. I will let you guys know. I'll keep you guys up to date. Keep an eye on the banners that I will be having coming up on exploringtheparanormalperspective.com. That's my website, exploringtheparanormalperspective.com. I've already had a few peeps from the Arkansas Paranormal Expo message me on there just to talk and say that they're watching out. So that's awesome. I'm also going to have Kim and Aaron back on from the mom and son duo from Arkansas. They're going to come back on and talk about some of their adventures they went on this past year. I was with them the majority of the time at the Missouri State Penitentiary, and I swear Aaron is a ghost magnet. He just attracts them. Every time we went somewhere, he was, and the spirit box was on. They were talking to him. He is. They really like Aaron. I am also going to be going on some investigations next year as well. I can't wait to go back to the McIntyre Villa. Stephanie's already invited me back, so I can't wait to go back and do a live from there. Like I said this year and last year, we're going to be doing live streams on everywhere I go. So stay tuned for that. The Paragold, starting off with the Paragold convention, the High Nation, our Scared City presents the High Nation paranormal event. That was absolutely amazing. It was a great opportunity. I thank Santiago Cirillo for inviting Exploring the Paranormal Perspective and Geeks to come out and record and excuse me, and get some stuff in. It was absolutely amazing to meet all these different people and all these horror actors. They are absolutely awesome peeps. The one that I thought was probably more shy than anything was the guy that actually played Michael Myers. And I was really stoked to meet him, but he was really quiet and really shy. But it was pretty awesome to meet him, to meet Leatherface, the guy that played Leatherface. And Rick, the special effects artist, he is absolutely phenomenal. And I got some awesome video of him doing an actual special effects on someone. And that's going to be up on my Rumble and on little clips and all that's going to be up on the TikTok, the TikTok and the Kick and Twitch. I'm also going to upload it to the YouTube channel, which is G.E.E.K.S Paranormal. So stay tuned for that. I am going to be busy in the next couple of months getting everything together. I'm going to upload the whole season to Spotify within the next month. So you guys stay tuned for that, because the whole season, all the episodes, all 30 episodes are going to be up on Spotify soon. The videos are going to be up on my website, so you guys will see all the videos, or you can backtrack and go watch them on Rumble. I will have them up on my website though, coming up soon. They will be edited so that you guys don't have to hear all the extra live stuff that goes on. I will still be with Legit Podcasts as long as they have me, or until somebody wants to pay me. But I do thank you guys for supporting, all you guys that have subscribed to the channel on Twitch, who've donated on Rumble, who donated on Kick. All those donations go towards the investigations and me being able to live stream and get this out there to you guys. And I know a lot of you guys can't go on investigations, or you're homebound, or you just don't want to, you'd rather watch. And if that's the case, then this is the channel to watch it on, because I will live feed. There were some spots I always have trouble, and if anybody has any ideas to help with that trouble, the spots where I could not live stream out. There were some spots at the High Nation Expo where it bleeped out and came back in. I noticed that when I was doing the editing for the videos that I wanted to do for Santi and them. So I do apologize for that. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do, because we were connected via Wi-Fi. So I have no idea what else to do. But those of you that are familiar with what to do and everything, please, excuse me, you can hit me up on EPP_podcast at geeksparanormal.com, or you can start. What's up, Tunes? Or you can go to my website, Exploring the Paranormal Perspective, and hit that chat and send me a chat and let me know what you guys use, or what you guys know to get by that and actually have a steady, smooth stream. I know there's some places like the Missouri State Penitentiary where we were up on the second floor, and the girls in the women's dorm, the women's jail, and I just could not get out on a live stream to save my life. I tried everything you could possibly think of, and I couldn't get out. What's up, Lone? How you doing? I'm back, says Tunes. I see you. Oh my God, I thought it was just me. What was just you? What happened? What did I do? What was just you, Lone? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, when the stream cut out. No. There was a lot of places. I know there was a lot of spots, especially when I was editing on the High Nation. When I was editing on that one, I saw a lot of cutouts, and I don't understand why, because we were connected directly to their Wi-Fi. And there are two going. Floofy Boobly, thank you for the sub, sweetheart. But yeah, whenever the stream cuts out, I don't understand. No, you're fine. That's what it's there for, honey. You are totally fine. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more. We're going to go back to the High Nation, but they changed it from July to September. So September is going to be a flippin' busy month, because we're going to have the High Nation at the beginning. We're going to have Border Town at the end. We're going to have Arkansas Paranormal Expo coming up at the end of October. And I do believe Silicon is going to be back again this coming 2025. So SilCon's always in September. So depending on what day it's gonna fall on, I might be busy throughout September. But uh I do apologize for all the stream cutting out, but I don't, like I said, I don't understand why those of you that are out there that can find something or know of a way to have a smooth and steady stream, please let me know. I'll be happy to look into it. Um like I said, hopefully by February I will have a better schedule. So I'm not skipping my Sundays. I had to skip a lot of Sundays because this was the first season that I've had so many Sundays that were just. But there was a lot of Sundays that I had to skip because I was working. I had to work. I am actually pulling a double shift today because I gotta work. Gotta work. But yeah. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. But we're as soon as I can get a different job with a different schedule coming in, I'll figure out the day that hopefully it'll still be Sunday. If it's not still Sunday, then it'll be on a day that I'm sure everybody will be able to come on and support. And I do thank you guys so much for your support. I would not be able to do this without you guys supporting. I hope you guys know that. I hope you know from the bottom of my heart how much I thank you guys for it. But the High Nation was amazing. Like I said, I think Santiago Cirillo and the Scared City presents for sponsoring Exploring the Paranormal Perspective to go out there, and they took care of us. They really did. They're amazing. And to see the wrestling event, to see the Michael Jackson event, Rick, and talking about his special effects. What's up, Poe? It was absolutely awesome. And like I said, meeting all these people, I met a lot, like the Ghost Hunting Housewives from Alabama. I met them and so many other different paranormal peeps. And it was awesome. Just an absolutely awesome event. And it's for mental illness or mental awareness, also for bullying and suicide prevention for all the military, suicide prevention anyway. It's also for supporting a veteran. Santiago Cirillo is a combat veteran, and if you guys can make it next year, please do. I will post the link to the website for you guys later on my website. Once I get all the episodes up full swing, I will also have blogs for some of them, so you'll be able to see it on those. I am also going to be trying to get at the Velisca Axe Murder House. I'm trying to get on there. I would love to have a mutt go to the Hinsdale house, and we might not be able to do it next year, but hopefully sometime.
Whoa, no touchy. No touchy. No touch.
Then we are going to try to go back to the McIntyre Villa. We want to go back to the Missouri State Pen, and we want to do oh gosh, what's that one in Iowa? I always forget that one in Iowa. But we're gonna do that. I'm also gonna try to get some more UFO people on because it just really interests me, along with more guests. I'm gonna have a lot more guests this coming up season. So that's gonna be awesome. You guys are welcome to ask your questions in the chat because it's gonna be live. So yay. Let's see what else. What else am I gonna be doing? And like I said, we're gonna be doing some more paranormal investigating. New walk on. No more. Okay. Ah, well, you can go in and change that. You should be able to. You're a mod on the blurb. But we after the High Nation event, we went to McIntyre Villa, and that was awesome. Just listening to some of the review and stuff. No, I don't have any up yet, but listening to some of the review and stuff was absolutely amazing. We also did Pythian Castle, which was amazing. Oh no, that was last year. We did McIntyre Villa this year. I still got to get stuff up from the Pythian Castle. It's the no touchy touchy. Fluffy did it for you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Floofy. Um, we did the McIntyre Villa this year, and that was awesome. Stephanie is an amazing human being. If you want to support a good cause, keep that house going. Go to the McIntyre Villa. If you've never been on a paranormal investigation, I suggest you not go to that because that will spoil you. But those that have been in the field for a while, that is a definite place to go. I want to go back because I want to go to the attic and I want to go to the basement. I didn't get a chance to go to that this year. Um, the Missouri State Pen, though, just listening to some of the stories on that and seeing some of the stuff that we saw, that was awesome. If you guys follow the Amok Mostly Paranormal podcast, then y'all knew that we were talking to Patty and Karen last week, and we were talking about haunted Airbnbs. Well, we got to stay at a haunted Airbnb, and that was awesome as well. But to start off with the Missouri State Pen, that was in the same spot in Jefferson City, Missouri. The Missouri State Pen, we walked in there and we got to do a little tour, and we did the tour thing. That was 2 hours. We really didn't get to start to investigate until like 11:30. So that was a long little tour there. But we got to learn a lot about what was going on. We did not get to go into the death row building, which that was one of the biggest places we wanted to go to, was the death row building, and they had it closed off because they were tearing the building down next to it. And because the city has to have protection and stuff around for all the people that are going on tours, they had to close off that area. So they had a big old fence around that area, and we couldn't even get into it. They just opened it back up, though. So those of you that would like to explore the Missouri State Pen, I highly suggest going. If you don't want to go with just a bunch of strangers, then I highly suggest getting a big group together. We had a huge group together of people that we were familiar with, and we started off in the front. Then we worked our way around the building 4, I believe is what it was, that had the pit. That building was something. We got a lot of stuff in the women's quarters. There was some stuff. I will have to get those clips together because it was pretty awesome. Of where we were just talking. Aaron was going to take his mom back to the front because she wasn't feeling good. Something was just hitting her. And he came up and gave me the pack of cigarettes, or would put the pack of cigarettes on one of the bunks and said, okay, I left the cigarettes in there for you so you can talk to them about it. And then you hear the spirit box say, thank you. So that was pretty awesome. They did chit chat with us for a while that I didn't even catch. We were sitting there talking and they were asking how I was doing stuff. And you can hear the spirit box going and just they were chatting with each other. So that was cool. When we got to building 4, we went into cell 13. The minute we got in there and Aaron turned on the spirit box, it said boyfriend. And Aaron was like, no, I'm not your boyfriend. But we actually played a card game with them called High Low. Kim started to be the hands, and then she went in behind Aaron to chit chat with the spirit for a little bit, and I was the hands. And he would say, okay, high low. If you get high low, you can get this shank, or you can get, a cigarette or something like that. And they were playing a game. They were playing high low with us. It was actually really interesting and really cool. And when we left from there, we went back into the building, and then Debbie, the case manager for Geeks Paranormal, and Christina, I want to say her name is, came rushing back in and was saying, "Oh, we had to get out of there. It was just a bunch of negative entity." It yelled at us, and I was wanting to see if anybody got that on their digi, but I didn't. I haven't had a chance to ask them about it yet. Before that, though, we did go down to the execution chamber, And while we were there, I got to play the warden because we did like a reenactment scene right before midnight because that's when Thomas More was put to death on the 13th, that midnight at midnight that morning. We went in there. I was the warden, and I was to bang on the wall 3 times and then say more, it's time. Um, Ken was in there with Christine, and they were asking questions and everything. And right before it's time, I like they told me when to say it. So we said it, and I banged on the wall and said more, it's time. And then it was just this heavy feeling. It was a very heavy feeling that was going on. And somebody had actually caught a picture of a reflection in one of the windows, and we spent days trying to debunk this, trying to figure out who it may look like, who may have caused a reflection, if they could have caused a reflection. um nobody could nobody could figure it out. There was nobody in our group that looked like that. It looked like on the reflection that he had a a mask or something over his face, and it was just very, very interesting. And then we pulled up the picture of Thomas More to try to figure it out, and oh my gosh, it looked just like him. Now he had an indentation in his forehead from where he tried, because he shot his wife and then he tried to shoot himself and missed. Well, he didn't miss, but he got right here. um I believe that was the story. I may be wrong because now I'm thinking that it may have been a horse that may have kicked him right there. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to find that story again. But it was really interesting. Anyway, the image looked like that. It was really, really weird. Um, but it was, oh my gosh, it was like I can't explain it. It was just something that everybody else looked at it, they tried to debunk it. We all tried to debunk it and could not debunk it. And it was just absolutely amazing. I can't explain. I can't explain. It was awesome because 90% of the people agreed that it was unexplainable. Um but that was, I'm trying to see if I can find the image and see what, because I know the image is in our chat. But we left there, then we went back into the thing and into building 4. Or I went to the front of the Missouri State Pen, and that's when everybody came rushing in saying, "Oh my gosh, that pit! Oh my geez, that is just, I don't know how to explain it." Um, Let me see if I can share this image with you guys, and I will. All right, let's see. Going to go to the display, window capture. There we go. In Facebook. Okay. So that is all of us right before the investigation. And this was right before we all went to just to investigate everything. We scattered. Everybody scattered. It was so funny how fast we scattered to go investigate. But that's all of us right before the investigation. And had a good time. You can't find me in there. Um but it was a good time. That was right before, in front of the little jail cell. We actually got to go into that jail cell, into the back, the visiting area. So that was fun. We also got to go, let's see if I can find another picture. This was from Adrian's group. This is where we saw the image of the reflection. And let's see, this is Thomas More, and this is the reflection. And it was just It was so weird. You can't see his forehead, and I wonder if there's another shot right there. Right there's his reflection. Everybody was pretty much outside. This was before everybody started coming into the gas to the chamber. So there, oh, there it is. There it is. And if you can see right here, you can see a slight indentation on his forehead. Um, but it was so weird because we don't know if maybe they put it something over his face or something um over him. I mean, it looks like he might have a mullet or he might be wearing a mask or something. It was just weird. We couldn't debunk it. We just couldn't. There was nothing we could compare it to aside from because we looked at every one of the guys that were executed there, and he was the only one that actually fit that even looked similar to the reflection. And this is from outside before anybody went in, and this was in the room. Everybody tried to say it was Pam, but Pam's hair is long in the front, not short, and she is actually like 5'2", I believe she said she was. So, and there's no way she could have caused that reflection in the window. We tried everything we could possibly think of to figure it out, and we just couldn't. There was just nothing we could figure out. But there is the housing 4 unit. That is where we went to where Aaron and Kim and I were at to do that one spirit box session, and it was it was rather interesting. It was a fun time. That was actually one of the funnest investigations I've ever been to. Um, but that's just a few of the stuff that we found. There's a lot more. And as soon as I can get that up, I'll have that up for you guys. After that, we had the Airbnb. And the Airbnb, we sat there and played trivia with the spirit in the Airbnb. It was amazing. I did not live feed that because we didn't want to live feed. We wanted to record. So I recorded it and I have it. I have to put it up, but it was rather interesting all the stuff that occurred. It's 3:33 Holly if you're watching. Um but it's called High Street Retreat. So if you are ever in Jefferson City and you want to stay at Airbnb, I highly suggest staying there. Very clean, very nice, very interesting. Uh, I did live feed while I was asleep. So is video of me sleeping. You can hear footsteps. Nobody was up there but Patty and I. The second night. Now the first night it was Patty, I, Jen, and Marsh. But they came in later. Um Downstairs was Karen, Pam, and Ken. And I have this think that the next night, I think Karen said she was going to pick a room upstairs, but I'm not sure if she did. But if she did, she said she wouldn't have been walking around at 6 o'clock in the morning. And if it was Patty, the bathroom was like 2 areas down. So there's no way I would have heard that loud of creaking. Like it was like in my room or right outside the door of my room of somebody walking on the floor of the Airbnb. It was pretty fun time. We also went to some graveyards. Some of you that support the channel saw the graveyards where we went to. It was fun. We went to the graveyard of where inmates were buried. We also went to an old graveyard, an old cemetery, and I walked all over that graveyard, and it was so hilly. It was like up, down, up, down. It was crazy. Um, but Jefferson City is definitely an awesome place to explore. After the Missouri State Pen and Jefferson City, we had Bordertown. We went to the Bordertown convention, and I missed the the panel that I really, really wanted to be on, which was the paranormal panel, because my daughter was running that morning and I wasn't gonna miss it. But I was on the UFO panel and found a lot of interesting stuff on Project Blue Book that Enzo had talked about during that panel. And that was crazy how much. I mean, people think that the government is awesome, but I, from my point of view, don't believe everything you're told. Research your stuff. Um, After the Bordertown convention, which Jess and Pam and all them do an amazing job putting that on every year. So kudos to them. Um, it was the Arkansas Paranormal Expo, and that is an awesome event. I love going to it every year. I am honored that I get to do the promo for that place every year until Rhonda tells me, nope, don't want you to do it anymore. So I am super stoked that I get to do that. But I also get to see all my paranormal peeps that I hang out with and that I am familiar with. I also get to meet new paranormal people. This year was absolutely amazing. We got to be interviewed by the news team, and that news team actually put a muck in the paper. They put us in the paper. Hang on, I'm going to share it with you guys. Where's that? Where's that? Oh, let me go to the next. So canceled. There it is. There it is. So we were on the news. Myself, Pam, and Ken Rawmaller. We were all on the news. Then Debbie and I were actually in the paper talking about paranormal stuff and everything like that. It was actually pretty awesome to see our names in the paper. It was really cool. They interviewed us on a couple of things. This was just I screenshotted it. Screenshotted it. I did a screenshot and put it up as my cover photo because I thought it was so super awesome. I'm wearing Keith Age's shirt. She's wearing Bordertown Strange shirt, and Ken's wearing his shirt. It was fun times. Like I said, I really enjoy going out to these conventions, talking to people with the same similar interest. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see that either. Where is my Facebook? There it is. But we got to actually see a lot of stuff and talk to a lot of people, and I had a lot of awesome conversations, and I did go live. I went live at Bordertown. I went live at the Arkansas Paranormal Expo, and while I did not get anybody to sit down with me and talk to me, they did chit chat with me on the opposite side of the camera. I'm hoping next year I'll be able to have more people sit down with me and talk about their events and what they experienced. There was this older gentleman that was talking to me about a couple of houses that he lived in, and I'm hoping, because I haven't gone back to watch any of it yet, but I'm hoping that the mic got some of it. Because he was talking about when he was younger and what he experienced at his great grandmother's house and what he experienced at his house. I'm so sorry. But on the muck side, we actually got to chit chat with a lot of people. Ken and Pam were chit chatting with a lot of different people. While I was up talking on my podcast, they were over there chit chatting on that podcast and having guests and all on. And I tried to sit down long enough to interview Pat Fitzhugh, but Ken came back and somebody was at my table, so I popped up and went over there and talked to them while they asked Pat Fitzhugh questions. They also had a lady, I don't know who she was. I'll have to go back and look at it. But they also had a lady sit down and talk to him for a little bit. And they also had two guys from the Ghostbusters team actually sit down and talk to him for a little bit. So hopefully next year we'll be able to have a wider lens and maybe push the table a little further back so we can fit a lot more people in there, because everybody was crammed and squished. And I think next year we'll be able to figure out how to sit everybody else in there. But that is the Amok Mostly Paranormal podcast that I am the O on. Um, we had a lot of fun. We did. We had a lot of fun at the conventions. And now we're wrapping everything up. It's getting close to the holidays. My grandbaby was born on Friday, so I am going to be that's why this is the finale because a lot of things are going to be happening in the next month and a half, and I'm going to have to get everything together for season 4 because you guys want to see season 4, right? We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have a lot more guests. We're gonna have a lot more stuff happening. I did speak with Pam, who is part of a monk. She's gonna come on and talk with us on the true crime for the Girl Scout murders, and we're gonna throw out our opinions on it and talk about what we think happened and everything else. So it's gonna be rather interesting. But we're gonna have a lot more true crime. There is the Calico true crime that I'm gonna do that Toon suggested to me. And he didn't remember suggesting to me, but he suggested it to me way back in June or July. Um, there was also a couple of others that were suggested to us. I never did get to finish the U.S. National Forest mysteries that Holly suggested. I started it and I did the first 3 and had to cut it short. And it's just been a busy 2 months here. So, excuse me. But there's going to be a lot more stuff coming up. Like I said, season 3 is going to pop up on Spotify soon. Um, this is probably going to be uh, a short podcast today, because I have to get ready to go back to work. But I wanted to let you guys know what was happening, what was going on, why the next 2 episodes are canceled. They're not really canceled, they're just rescheduled. We're going to have them for next season. And I think it would be a great kickoff for next season to have the Girl Scout murder, true crime, and Nancy themes to talk about the Department of Defense and the UFOs and Project Blue Book. So you guys stay tuned. Like I said, your support is awesome and amazing. And that's what helps me keep this going is you guys supporting the podcast. I just heard thunder. Yep, I did. It is rainy today, you guys. It is really rainy here. Um, but I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday coming up. I hope you are blessed. I hope you guys tune in for next season because next season is going to be awesome and amazing. And I can't wait to get it started and get all the calendars out and get the schedule up for you guys because we're going to have so many people with UFOs and stuff on. Aw, Lone, thank you so much. Um, we're gonna have a lot more people with UFOs coming in on. I'm gonna have some people that deal with cryptids coming on. I'm gonna have a lot more paranormal peeps coming on. I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys are in for a awesome season 4. I'm still trying to get a couple of peeps that you guys may know on, and until I can get confirmation from that, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm going to try to get my buddy Johnny Hauser back on to talk about the G.E.E.K.S murder house because that's where we want to go. We want to go there, and I want to try to get him back on and discuss it and talk about it. He had some awesome views on UFOs too, so it's awesome to talk to him. But like I said, I'm going to get some more people on with cryptids to talk about Bigfoot and actually some of the stuff that's going on in this area, in my area and Oklahoma and Kansas. So we're going to get some peeps on for that. I'm also going to try to get some more paranormal peeps on so we can talk about awesome ghosts and EVPs and stuff that's been found. And hopefully you guys tune in for some more real life paranormal investigations because we're going to be planning some of that too for next year. And those conventions are going to be amazing. But yeah, until then, you guys stay free, stay safe, always do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Have awesome holidays for those that celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas or Kwanzaa or whatever you guys celebrate. Just stay safe and come back next season. Next season will start the first Sunday of February. And until then, see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Switch it on and come along. Haunted houses all night long. Gaming streams and ghostly scenes. Just chatting with the in-betweens. IRL, she's on the case. Finding spirits in each place. Every game she plays with flair. Geeks, paranormal, she's there. Ghosts and games all night. Geeks, paranormal's bright. Just chatting feels alright. Trying to stream, it's quite a sight. From the haunted house she flies, gaining worlds under the skies. Chat and laugh, let's have a blast. Geeks paranormal here at last. Ghosts and games all night. Geeks paranormal's bright. Just chatting feels alright. Try to stream, it's quite a sight. From the haunted house she flies, gaining worlds under the skies. Chat and laugh, let's have a blast. Geeks paranormal here at last. Ghosts and games all night. Geeks paranormal's bright. Just chatting feels alright. Try to stream, it's quite a sight. In the dark she finds the light. Streams so fun, she's out of sight. Every ghost and gaming fight. Geeks paranormal shines so bright. In the dark, she finds the light. Streams so fun, she's out of sight. Every ghost and gaming fight. Geeks paranormal shines so bright. Ghosts and games all night. Geeks paranormal's bright. Just chatting feels alright. Try to stream, it's quite a sight. It's quite a sight.